Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect. This is going to be stream number 5. In the last stream, we found Liara Tisoni, who was stuck in an unfortunate situation in a bubble, accidentally triggered a trap. We managed to rescue her, learned a bit more about her, and informed her about the demise of the Protheans. She's an expert on the Protheans, the race responsible for most of the galactic advances before their society mysteriously collapsed 50,000 years ago. We believe that they collapsed due to a strange cyborg species called the Reapers. We also went to the moon, where we dealt with a rogue virtual intelligence, and upon defeating it, gained access to our specialty. And now we are going to be heading to a colony called Feros, where we heard that there's been a Geth attack. So let's hop right in. Abby, do you want to test out one of our new sound alerts just to make sure they're all working just fine? Quiet, but I did hear that. I could probably turn off the sound of it a little bit. Let's do that real quick. Turn that up. Okay. I just backed out of where I needed to be. Okay, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. We gotta go to Feros. We gotta go to Feros. Alright, let's take a quick peek at the other planets in this solar system. Probably none that I actually need to go on to. Light metals, we got some cobalt from Quana. Logan. My niece has a friend named Logan. Saito also has nothing of interest. Sharing has a Prothean data disk. Interesting. Alright, I think that's all, so we're on to Feros. The ExoGeni Corporation has founded a pilot colony on Feros to explore the Prothean ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's landmass. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrestrial travel is hampered by crumbled debris dozens of meters deep. There are indications that Feros was a much colder world in the past. Feros has 2 large moons, Orkin the Farther and Vardit. Colony founded 2178, population 300, capital ExoGeni Building. Orbital period 3.2 Earth years, radius, blah blah blah. Stuff we don't really care that much about. We're off to Feros though. There's only 300 population though, so we're probably gonna end up killing about half of the population at this point. Is the camera cropped enough to the point where you can't see Bob, or can you see Bob at all? If it's cropped too much, then next time we'll adjust it more so that you can see Bob. Alright, I also have to decide who do I want to drag along with me. Onto Feros. You can only see the top of his head. What a cutie. Alright, who do I want to take? I'll take Liara. And then I guess I could really just take anybody that is not Garrus or Talia. It would be nice if I had somebody with combat ability. But do I really want to take Ashley? Not really. Not really. Yeah, heck. We'll go with Rex.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Exo Presley has this dick. David Al-Takani.
We saw your ship.
Talakani?
Vidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who?
Who's Vidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push.
This guy's
Please,
talking strangely.
up the stairs past the freighter. Look out!
This guy's dead.
I've lost shield!
Alright, let's get a barrier. Let's get my pistol out. Marksman. There we go. Oh, the bunch. Shoddy out. This is pretty. This new shotgun is a fair bit more effective than the old one I had. Alright, my radar is still jammed, which makes me think that there's still a Geth alive somewhere. So I need to be prepared. What do we got zooming around? Okay, he's on the other side of this wall here. Right there as well. Nice. Let's do a shield boost. Just to make sure.
I think we're done here.
Oh, you do, Liara. I guess I'll take your word for it. If we get shot again, I'm blaming you. What's up, Greta?
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Ready. Glad to see some soldiers.
Masha Doyle.
The Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to fit with guns going off all around?
That would be a corpse. I'm sure he's just taking a nap.
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
Is that a Solarian? It is a Solarian, I can tell from the voice. Hana Murakami.
The Geth can't be allowed into the heart of the colony.
Freighter
This work
crane
must be
controls.
completed. This work must be completed.
I wanted to mess with the crane. Fine. So we're like the base of a destroyed or in under construction. It looks destroyed because of a large pile of rubble right there. Alright, Davin Reynolds.
The Geth are mounting another attack.
Maybe I probably should have come here sooner. Okay, can't decrypt that. Let's look at the map just so I can understand. The Jus Hope. So that's where I came from. Stairs down to the tunnels. Alright.
There. You get through this. The Geth just keep coming.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Is she just talking to me like that?
Dear,
Just laying down like
please
that?
try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important.
Is she blinded?
Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
She is not visibly injured, but clearly something is causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
Something seems off about that. Let me take let's take Rex's helmet off. Give him a little bit more of a visibility here. Alright, that looks like a door I can't go through. I'm jammed again. Am I about to get attacked?
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Finally, some action.
Can't see anything. The shotguns look great. I love it.
I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die.
Whew. Oh, that shield can save your life. We got one more in here. Ooh. I think I'm starting to fall in love with the shotgun instead of the pistol. It's making it easy. Elevator to the Prothean Skyway. Will that even work? Elevator presently out of service. I understand. Here, is that crumbling or footsteps? Or is it crumbling due to footsteps? Mystery. Okay, so these stairs go down to the tunnels. I don't think we want to go to the tunnels quite yet. It looks like there's something at the end of the hallway and to the right that I'm supposed to go. Up here. Move this mic a little bit closer. Okay, okay. I see more Geth on my mini-map. Wow, I really am a little overpowered with the shotgun.
Lost shields!
You can basically take out a sniper from long range. Okay, this guy's dead. Let's get barrier back up again. They're dropping in reinforcements from... I don't know what that is. Oh, he's dead already. I guess it destroyed. Oh, I can still repeat it. My gun. I'm in danger. Alright, there we go. Think everybody's dead? Oh, that's a ship. I didn't even realize. Yeah, you run.
Now we can update Faidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Thank you for outlining our objectives, Liara. I never would have known what to do. Although, to be fair, I probably wouldn't have known what to do. I'd be running in a circle. I thought, am I not going down into those tunnels? Or to the Prothean Skyway? There he is. I thought he left.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
What do they want?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know.
They're not
Their
attacking
main
for
base
no
is at
reason.
the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's ExoGeni?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at ExoGeni, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Let's talk about Zeus Hope and Feros in general.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original Feros colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus Hope.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home.
I kind of figured they wouldn't
There's
go
a
for
chance
that.
for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
All right, tell me
What
about
else can you tell
ExoGeni.
me about ExoGeni?
ExoGeni funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
So there's some kind of an artifact.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
All right, I think
I'll
that's
talk
it.
to you when I learn more.
Good luck.
All right, let's see if we can get the colony stable first, and then we'll go down into the tunnels to try and take care of. We'll go down into the tunnels to try to take care of the transmitter, and that'll hopefully hold the Geth off while we run off to destroy the base. All the people that he mentioned that were taking care of the colony's resources are people that I saw while I was running in. I don't think Hana Murakami was
You're
one
the
of them.
commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Phi Dan. He knows the colony better than me.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Phi Dan, what's the report on... I should go.
Yeah, you're sus.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Now, please, this work must be completed.
Yeah, I don't trust that. That entire interaction was a bit sus.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat-tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Gorat-tu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
Interesting.
What can you tell me about Zeus Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts. Though the Geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too, if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
Yeah, why would you choose to stay in this place that's
This
swarmed
place
with
is
Geth?
barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Phi Dan? Maybe he can tell you what I can't.
I'm not sure about
What's
that.
a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
Okay.
Goodbye.
That's enough
Yes,
with that.
good
I don't
luck.
think I need to buy anything from him. I need to find these people that he was talking about. Okay, Davin was
You're
one
the
of
one
them.
who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
Okay.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything. even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Baron is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
Okay, so I can try and take out the Alpha Baron.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing, or it was. But you should speak with Faidan.
I already have
He is our leader.
talked with him.
Why should I speak to Faidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak
Okay, there's
with Faidan.
definitely something hidden.
Tell me about
They're all
yourself.
hiding something.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would
Greta's
be
on
much
the
better
front
without
line.
the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Alright, so I need to kill the Alpha Baron in order to help their supplies, their food supplies.
It hurts so.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Faidan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Faidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
Yeah, there's something.
I have to go.
There's something
Please
sus
do
here.
what you can to stop the attacks.
Alright, so there's Faidan.
Colony's tougher than it looks.
Masha Doyle and May O'Connell were two of the people as well.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander.
Alright, so I gotta keep my
Appreciate it.
eye peeled for some.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
Do it yourself.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the Geth attacked.
I think I
You should
recognize this
speak
voice
to
actress.
Faidan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Faidan, or one of the others.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
I have to go.
I
Alright.
wish you luck.
So, are these all assignments? Oh, these are all main missions. Okay, so I need to turn on the water valves. I need to find some power cells in the ruins. Oh, no. Oh, in the ruins. And then I need to kill some Baron. And then I gotta clear the Geth from the tunnels.
Not the best shot.
That's the
but I'll do
wife.
what I can.
Alright, I don't know if there's anything like this way towards the Normandy that has any of the supplies. I guess I'll just take a quick lap. It shouldn't take long now that I'm not getting shot at. Just make sure that there's no like power cells sitting around here. I don't think so though. Alright. Back we go. We'll go clear out the tunnels first, and then I think a lot of the other things that I'm supposed to be collecting are ones that I'll get access to after I get in the Mako. Mako. Yeah, there's definitely something a little bit suspicious. Whatever they're dealing with, I don't understand why ExoGeni would be funding this colony for artifacts if they haven't actually found any artifacts. That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so the tunnels are this way. And that's where we're going. So there's a bunch of Geth that are down here. I think she just died. There's a lot of flashing lights. Alright, so there's a guy there. I think I just missed that. Okay. That wasn't bad. Let's get my shotgun up. Be ready to use that if I need to. Alright, so now I'm in the tunnels. I can see what they look like. The Geth transmitter's there, collapsed highway section. Alright, let's check out these tunnels.
Negative contacts, Commander.
I don't know why you're putting your gun away though there, Rex. We're about to head straight into the belly of the beast. I see them on my radar. I like how they're just waiting there for me. Alright, let's get shield boost. Alright, there we go. Took a moment for the accuracy to kick in. Okay, here's one of the water valves.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
There's two more. I don't know what's in here. Interesting. That leads to the collapsed highway, so I don't want to go in there yet. Let's go take care of this transmitter. Is there another sniper up there? Okay, that's taken care of.
Now is not the time.
They are. I was sprinting. Why are there Krogans with the Geth? Alright, I just overheated my gun. Let's get barrier up. I appreciate the Krogans just charging into our faces, thinking that they're actually going to be able to do anything. Alright, I got marksman up in case there's another one, but I don't see anything. Alright, so the transmitter's in here somewhere. It's right there. Okay, transmitter's down. Upgrade kit. Polonium rounds. I wonder what that is. Let's check it out. Armor upgrades as well. Ooh, medical interface. Alright, let's take a look at that too. Because smash damage and physics threshold, I think we're good on that. But medical interface 5, I think, is something I just picked up, isn't it? Medical interface 5 gives me even more health regeneration, so that's good. I don't think I have... Ooh, this armor has less shields but more damage protection, but no biotic protection. This one, though, better shields and damage protection, so we're gonna go with that. I wonder what's the difference. Oh, I'm an idiot. Medical interface 5. Where is it? Medical interface 5. Is it on the other item? I'm not entirely sure. I think... Let me see if it's on here now. There it is, okay. I pulled it off of whatever I accidentally left it on. And then I originally did this because I wanted to check out something I got for my gun. Polonium rounds? Polonium rounds. Toxic damage. Yeah, I'll take that. And then this one needs high caliber barrel. Now we'll go with rail extension and polonium rounds. That seems pretty good. Let's see how much damage my shotgun will do now. I have 2 more water valves I need to open. I still haven't found any of the power cells, and I need to kill the Baron. Let's check out the rest of these tunnels, though. Looks like there's more Geth here.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Hit my face and die. I leveled up. Alright. I wonder what I'm fighting my way towards right now.
This place has seen better days.
Nothing. Okay, understand.
Colony's tougher than it looks.
Ian Newstead. Who are you?
You don't want to go down there.
Why not?
What's back there?
I could tell you everything. How would you like that? No!
What?
That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
So something is keeping these people. Is it Fidan?
Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the. Trying to get to the.
So
let's go. He can't help us.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Look out!
Okay, yeah, there's something... Something is listening in to what these people are saying, and if they try to reveal some kind of a secret, something happens to them.
I won't do it.
They're getting like mental shocks or pain of some type.
This place has seen better days.
I don't think I can go past him, or I don't think there's anything here. I wonder what it is that I'm looking for. Alright. Are those the Varen? Yep. There's one more up here. Got another one over there. Oh, that's the Alpha. Okay, easy peasy. The Baron falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the Alpha Male, the pack leader of these feral savages. Okay. And he was a punk. Collapsed bridge section. Malfunctioning object, kinetic buffer, ablative coating.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Sludge canister. Ooh, Ryko 5. I think mine's a Ryko 4, isn't it? Mine is a Ryko 4. I got the upgrade now. Ooh, power cells. This old disabled vehicle was more willing to part with its still functioning power cell than one would expect. Nice. Did I only need the one? Okay, I need to deliver the cells. I have to find one more valve. I gotta tell him. Okay. And I took care of the Geth in the tunnels. So all I need to find now is the last water valve. I'm guessing it's gotta be in here somewhere, right? It's really dark in here. It's a little hard to see. Alright, I'm gonna give another kind of like scan through the area because I'm missing one water valve and it could be anywhere theoretically. I'm known to miss obvious things as well. Doesn't appear to be in the area where I was clearing out the tunnel, the transmitter. I'll go check up by the dude that's keep getting mentally abused because he keeps trying to spill the beans of whatever heinous, nefarious secrets are being hidden in Feros. No water valves, though. I wonder where this last one is hiding. Hey, where's the water valve, huh? Tell me.
My mind is my own.
Yeah.
My mind is my own.
It's pretty obvious to me that this guy is being, like, forcibly controlled in some way. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is the collapsed highway section. Let me just give one last... What's Liara doing in
They
here?
tried to build a life here, but now all they have are ruins.
I'm not sure what my commands are, but they don't appear to be moving. Alright, the water valve is a mystery to me. Maybe I missed it and it's near the entrance. So I guess I'll head that way and hope I find it. Are there more Geth? Uh-oh, there are definitely more Geth. Let's throw my warp in there. Oh, I took that dude out. Guy's dead. Oh, right there. Okay, cool. I took care of all of their
Last valve
problems.
appears to have activated the system, Commander.
And that's my job. To fix all of your problems. Every single one of them. Having marriage problems? I got you. Got some hemorrhoids? I got some Preparation H right here for you. Now, if you want advice on how to be good at video games, I don't think I can help you. I'm still figuring that one out myself. Alright, so Phi Dan's pulling some weird shit. Alright, is this... Okay, I think that's the way I need to go in order to leave and go after the Geth base. But let's go talk with the colony for a moment here. See if I can figure out what is sus exactly.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Alright,
I'll
we'll
talk to you
him
when I learn
last.
more.
Let's talk to the other people first. Who is that? Oh no, that's okay, never mind. But it looks like I can address the strange behavior. Don't mind me just running back in where I was. What button do... I don't know what button to press to make them follow me. They don't appear to want to. Alright, Davin. Took him out. Just for you.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat
Redeem
of the Geth
pet
is
Bob.
gone.
Alright, Bob's right here. I don't know if you can see him. He's in my lap. Get some pets for you. What's up, Bob? Cute boy. The other cat's sleeping up in the tree, enjoying the sunshine. Baby boy. Next time I'm gonna have to move the camera a little bit more so it's easier to pay him. Just to pay up. Why do I want to make him pay?
I have to go.
Thought I was helping.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Cool.
So much suffering, so much death, yet still they're staying.
Right.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
Alright, I'm still very suspicious, especially Hana Murakami. Can't talk right now, you're busy. Yeah, I have no idea what you're doing, but it's not normal. That's for sure. I gotta... How do I go? Can I go around? I think I can. Alright, let's confront the leader of this colony and see what's up.
Commander, what can I do for you?
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Let's talk about Zoo's Hope and Feros in general.
Yeah, let's talk about the people that are acting weird.
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy...
I can tell you're trying to guilt me, and it's not working.
Don't judge us too harshly.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
Some of the colonists are
We've been
acting
over this, Commander. The colonists are my concern. The Geth...
There's a guy living down in the tunnel.
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Medicate him. He doesn't need medication. He needs whatever is fucking with him to be taken care of. Doesn't look like I can do anything about this until, Doesn't look like I can do anything about this until I take care of the Geth. I'm sure it'll be some big twist in the end, some big revelation that Fidan was the bad guy all along. Some bullshit like that. Alright. Up we go.
Watch out! I'll be here in a minute. I don't know how much more I can take.
The shotgun is really effective. And I like it. Can't talk to these dudes. These dudes. Let's hop right in. Skyway way station. The doggy things. If I can take them out from a distance, I should.
What are they looking for?
We are receiving a weak comm signal. I cannot pinpoint its location through the Geth clearance.
Okay, got that dude. Okay, that's another one down.
More communication, Commander, but I am still unable to pinpoint its origin.
Any sign of movement? Elizabeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days.
Interesting.
She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
Okay. Like, I don't want to get close to these things, because they're just going to destroy my car. And the shield takes an obscene amount of time to come back. Let's get back up here and see if this works. Nope. This car is obnoxious to drive, that's for sure. This. Double kill. Oh, are there still enemies alive over there? I don't see anything. Let's hop back in. Yeah, no, it says there's something, so I guess I'll drive over there and check it out. Right there. I have no idea what that is on my map. Oh, is it inside here? Yeah, there's Geth in here. But why? What are they protecting? A crate that I can't even open. Damn it. A grenade upgrade. I don't know if I've gotten a single grenade upgrade yet. Let's check out my grenades. Oh, I do have grenade upgrades, and I've never used a single one of them. I'm a fucking idiot. Toxic damage, or damage with radius and weapons force. Incendiary explosive? Probably not. At least not fusion explosive. I'm thinking... this one. The toxic one. That's all? Alright, works for me. Alright, let's continue on our way then. These barriers are not very effective if they feel just as light as styrofoam, just like the car does. I almost just got taken off the side of the ramp. Alright, am I like at the end? I am. To the way station.
We've got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
Yeah, it's me.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
What's up, friends? Forget them. We need to find the Geth. Nah, we take care of everybody. ExoGeni.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard. I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
What about the colony?
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving despite everything the Geth have done to them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
Are we getting close to their base?
You're almost there. They're holed up in the ExoGeni headquarters, just a bit further down the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
Somewhere inside the
They shouldn't
headquarters.
waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
Can I punch him?
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the ExoGeni Building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something ExoGeni is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. Nothing personal.
How did you get split up from the Zeus Hope colony?
Most of us live closer to the ExoGeni building. Zeus Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
Yeah, you've got a lot of faith, don't you?
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
Somewhere at the ExoGeni headquarters, I hope.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for ExoGeni. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
ExoGeni is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go shut the blinds because I'm tired of the sun in my eyes. Bob, I have to disturb you for just a moment here. You can come back in just a second. That's so much better. Keyboard over there. Not accidentally start shooting up this entire hideout, this entire bunker. Alright, let's see if there's anything of interest here.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
I'm listening.
Good. Poking around in the ruins has become a bit too dangerous for me.
People are quick to assume we enjoy being in hazardous situations.
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at ExoGeni headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
You're awfully quick to trust me with this.
Have you seen anyone else heading to ExoGeni lately?
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
What's up, Bob? Welcome back.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods? I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
So I gotta find this guy's console.
Just can't get worse than this.
Why build a colony if you don't intend to defend it?
I hope you can get us out of this mess.
Everybody's so quick to ask me for help. Nobody asks me how I'm doing, though. Commander Shepard, save us.
We ran when the attack came.
Frontier is a lot.
In a few weeks, none of the colonists will remember this planet.
What does that mean? In a few weeks, none of the colonists will even remember that this planet exists. That seems a little bit sus. Alright, I think I'm supposed to go up here. Alright, looks like we got some more Geth friends to take care of. Got one more taken care of.
You owe us for this. The Skyway is crawling with Geth. Package is secured. We're leaving now.
I don't know what that noise is, but there's something in here. More Geth. Okay, so that's another entrance. I wonder if anybody ever like tries to get through this game without using the Mako at all. Shredder rounds. Interesting. Alright. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Let's get back to my car. Smash. Becky, let me smash.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Uh-oh. I don't know what's behind me now all of a sudden. Looks like there's something there. Are they gonna keep coming out of the hole? No, it looks like they're staying put. Alright, Geth Trooper, pop that head out. That beautiful little head of yours. Ha! Alright, we got another one over here. Or is he outside now? Where are you at, boo? Oh, he's under there. I see. Alright, well, I can get down there from here.
Hello there.
Hello there. What's up, Mike? In case you didn't notice, we added some, we added a few, channel point redemptions, and one of those was added just for you. We just added it last night. So it's all brand new. We added a few of them. I'm getting shot in the butt while I'm trying to turn this bloated whale around. We got one more. Can I run this dude over? Yeah, I can. Something satisfying about it. Gotta admit that, though. Or you just put it on repeat. And we added a few on there. I guess the girlfriend reveal one is not as exciting to you since you have seen her.
What are they up to? There's no point to this unless they're looking for something.
They're just zooming. Dang it. There we go. There. Okay. I think I have to move out of the way. I don't think I can just drop this. Right in the doorway. My controller is vibrating and it's not stopping, so this is fun. Do you think if I get into the Mako and shoot a little bit? Ooh, okay, that made it stop. Good. My hand was getting numb. That was all her choice. I asked her how many points do you want for the girlfriend reveal, and her first reaction was 100,000, because she really doesn't want to be on stream very much. But then she calculated how many hours of streams that would take in order to get to 100,000. She's like, okay, that might be a little bit much. So what's the map look like of this area? Okay, there's an entrance over there. But she and I are slowly working on adding new things to the stream. The channel points was one of the first ones I wanted to get done, but we have a lot on our to-do list.
A one-way trip down, Commander Shepard.
Oh, joy.
Our weapons cannot touch a field like this. We'll need another way in.
Did my bullets go through that? I can't tell. Let me... No, I think it's actually shooting the shield. For a second I thought I saw the shotgun shells go straight through it. I just feel like you're kidding me. Alright, what about over here? Decryption skill too low. Of course it is. My skill's too low for everything. Can't wait for the emotes. That one's pretty much all up to Abby. Where's my one-way trip down that she's talking about here? Oh, drop down. Okay, I guess that's over around here. Alright. In we go. Maybe I should save. We might do for the girlfriend reveal a special stream where she and I play something together on stream, but I guess that's all up to her too. Yeah, we gotta figure out what we want to do for the emotes.
Damn it!
Oh, it's Lisbeth.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
If you Geth won't stop me.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
What's a Thorian?
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGeni was studying.
So there is something that they had. Yeah, the save one is probably going to be very important. And I added that one intentionally. I also added tactical resets.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Any suggestions?
No, not exactly.
That was
But I
really
think the
sassy.
Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for ExoGeni. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
Yeah, we found her.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
Interesting.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the
I haven't
Thorian?
seen any plants at all on this
It's just a
colony.
plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGeni was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors.
How about that one up there that I didn't
Good
have the
luck with that
decryption
field.
skill for? Oh, Baron. I like how the Baron stayed behind the entire time that I was talking with her. and didn't attack until I walked away. My shotgun is definitely OP. Now let me take a look at the map here. That's the main level. I'm guessing I entered from over there. What's this doorway here? Oh, that's the main level. Okay. We'll go on in. I don't think there's anything I really need to hunt for in here. The only thing I need to find in here, aside from the main objective...
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files!
That might be it.
No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
This dude's
If
really
there is
losing
nothing
it.
else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Thank you for alerting. Dude is just smacking me over. That's all he managed to do in this entire fight was just smack me on my ass.
ExoGeni Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
It's because of the ID
How do
that
you
I'm
know
carrying.
I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
What did you tell him?
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
The observation post.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans.
Okay, so is that what's controlling them?
The control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Yeah, you bastards.
ExoGeni knew all along what would happen to those people.
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
That explains their strange behavior. Should we inform your pilot?
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
Rip.
We've got to drop that shield and get back to the outpost.
VI, tell me about the field surrounding the facility.
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the Geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
I want to know about ExoGeni Corporation.
ExoGeni Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species.
Yeah, no.
Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
Of course they are.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
Okay.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Feros. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils.
Okay, so
We
there's
have
just
discovered
roots going
bundles
along the
approximately
entire
1 meter in
bottom of the
diameter,
surface.
but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
What triggered the probation?
Was she angry about the use of the
combative
Thorian?
about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project,
Yeah.
specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Okay, so that's sufficiently fucked. Midden? Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Interesting. So a gathering of the biotics. Alright, looks like we got more Geth to deal with. What are you guys doing? Well, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I missed. There we go. Taken care of.
Looks like they're using these claws.
Don't worry about it. They're not alive, technically.
Indelicate, perhaps, but very efficient. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
We need a way to give it a kick. Let's check the other claws. Damn things can't be perfect.
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
Oh, is that what they were doing? Was they were praying?
I ain't here to learn their customs.
I can't open that.
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
Alright, let's put that away.
I ain't here to learn their custom.
No, as soon as I put it away, we're entering another area full of them. Rip. I think I just saw some guys zoom down from the ceiling. Yep. Oh, I missed. There's a pillar in the way. Is he floating? Did somebody make him float? Alright, I guess it's the snipers that are... Is it the snipers that are responsible for blocking my map? Okay, so that goes to the upper level. That also goes to the upper level. I want to check out the mid-level before I go up into the upper levels. So let's go do that. So here's another force field that we can't get around. Can't go up there. Is this anything that I can scan? Nope. Listen, listen. Yes, you're correct. Yeah, that is an accurate description of exactly what happened, and I do not apologize for my actions. I just want to know why there are crows here. Sure that headshots do much. This dude's got a lot of armor though. Okay, there we go. Let's bring Liara back up and charge on him. Oh, I'm in danger. I think what I was standing on started floating. I just shot him right in the crotch and killed him. This is the David I was in for. Danger. Unfortunately, at the moment I can only add 5 sound alerts that can be activated through channel points. But I am looking to slowly work on improving my bot, which actually I haven't even turned on for this stream. I don't think it's that important right now. I want to work on improving my bot so that he can handle them instead. So it's not through the sound alerts. So it's not through the sound alerts extension. It's just somebody pays the channel points. The bot will read the message that says, "Oh, somebody paid the points for this," and then it will automatically play the sound for me.
I fear we do not have the needed gear to destroy this claw. We will have to keep looking.
A bunch of Geth over there. Oh, I should probably save as well. I guess I can't. Can't decrypt that. Apparently I can't decrypt anything. I'm useless. Alright, how do I get up there? Right here? These guys that zoom around are pretty weird. It's a Geth and Ghost. Okay, well. Oh, they're both dead. Right. Let's get a... Let's use Barrier first. Then I'll use Adrenaline Burst to get Unity back up. And then I will bring them back to life. Okay, there goes the big guy. Let's throw a grenade. It's got a couple more.
It's no armory, but tear up even one claw and that ship is gone.
That seems like a big flaw, that the loss of a single claw would get rid of the ship.
Negative contact, Shepard.
You're right, I do want more sound alerts without having to... And it's not cheating, it's me being able to program things. You find a repair ticket attached to the console. The damn door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower, and the safety shutoff kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down with enough power to shear through a metal I-beam. Somebody fix this before one of my team loses an arm in that thing. Okay, so I need to set it. Okay, I gotta set the PSI to be between 31 and 34. Can't open that. Server node. I can't decrypt anything. Let me look at my skills. I don't think I have anything that is like useful for this either. Alright, I feel like I'm missing a lot, but it's okay. Okay, I definitely don't want to do that. I want to increase my charm because I am charming as hell. We're going to increase my shock trooper to get barrier specialization. Makes barrier last longer and absorb more damage. The barrier will also regenerate. That seems pretty nice. What do I want? Advanced adrenaline bursts? What is adrenaline burst? Resets the cooldown times on all your talents so they can be used immediately. That one lowers the recharge time. Okay. I kind of want Master Marksman. I kind of want to work in that direction. Alright, so where do I set the PSI? Skill too low to use that. Alright, I have to go to the bathroom. I will be back in just a moment. Alright, I need to figure out how to change the PSI of the shuttle bay door. Oh. So it needs to be between 30 and 34. So 13 plus 13 is 26. 26 plus 7. Okay, won't that work? Oh no, it has to add up to it. I see. So that's 30. Okay, that's not enough. How about 11? That's 24. There you go. Maths. It's okay. It's okay. It all worked out. Welcome back, Bob. Yeah, that seems like a pretty big flaw, that if one claw goes...
Well done. Our way out should be clear now. We can go address this Thorian.
This was my kind of mission. Kill a bunch of Geth and end things off with a huge crash.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This is gonna be fun.
We're leaving. But let's rid this place of those damn synthetics before we go.
It's gonna be fun. Are there more Geth? Or are they gone now that I cleared out their ship? Can I read any of these terminals? Or am I just too dumb? I'm too dumb. I can't play Advanced Frogger. It's bullshit. Alright, is this stairs? Yes, okay, this is the way. Why do you guys just teleport in my way? What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, now this was blocked by a shield, but it's open now.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
I do believe her. You want Jordan's? This is bullshit! We could always ask him to record it for us, assuming his mic can work long enough for it to do a good quality recording of it.
Where's the Thorian?
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
So that's why I need the crane.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what ExoGeni was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
That was kind of an awkward situation where she just kind of like trots away slowly. Okay, so that's the door that I got through. So now we have to head back. Can I open this door, or is it still decryption? I thought your badge was gonna get me through these doors, man. I've been lied to. All right, so we've got to work our way all the way back to the colony. See if I can turn this thing around. There we go. That is a lot of Geth. Armature. I think the armatures do more damage to me than the juggernauts do. Juggernauts are also easy to kill. You fake bed. Hey, hey. This was sanctioned genocide, okay? I was told it was okay, so I did it. I probably would have done it even if I was told it wasn't okay, but there is a difference here, somewhere. Remember, kids, genocide is okay as long as you're told that it's okay. Somebody just needs to make a collection of all of these awful life tips that I'm giving to people.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up?
Get away from that radio!
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Gaynham of Feros Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop! You're over!
Uh-oh. Let's see what's going on. If the whiny ExoGeni dude... Oh, she's hiding. I guess I'm just gonna charge right in.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Shoot him.
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the ExoGeni database. I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
What do you mean? In the right light, my life tips will be the best thing for my resume. It just depends on what I'm trying to do.
What do you think you're doing, Jong?
Communications are back up. ExoGeni wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Feros has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. ExoGeni knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
No, but they won't miss you either.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They'd die first. They're under its control.
How do you know all this already, Juliana? You just learned about the Thorian's existence 10 seconds ago.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
A reduced capacity concussion grenade might suit our needs.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-Thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them. Alright, I should do that. I've reached my limit. Alright, what am I going to get rid of? All of these are rank 5. Okay, there's 2 incendiary rounds, so I'll get rid of one of these. Okay, take all. Now I need to start getting rid of stuff. Oh, crap. How do what is it to reduce? Y? Okay. Ooh, new shotgun. My shotgun was already overpowered as it was. Why would I ever want this pistol? Alright, striker. I don't really know anything about these sniper rifles, but I'll assume anything with a 4 on it is not good. Gotta do some cleaning. Alright, so I have to upgrade these with the anti-Thorian gas. Alright, I don't know much about these amps because I never use them. I also don't know much about armor, but I can probably assume that that's not very good. I'm just getting rid of everything that's like rank 1. Alright, I think that should be enough stuff to get rid of for now. Liara's using an assault rifle? Is she using an assault rifle?
Good luck.
She shouldn't be. She should be using a pistol. Rex can use a shotgun or an assault rifle. We'll give him an assault rifle because I use a shotgun, so we don't need 2 people with a shotgun. So which assault rifle should I give him? Banshee. Ooh, the tsunami. Look at that. Alright, Rex. I do not apologize to you, Death there, Jong. Sounds like a personal problem.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
Payment.
It wasn't too difficult.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again.
Thank you, sir.
These people had this.
I do not feel bad about killing Jong. I'm not going for full good guy here. Get stuck on every single thing I see. I should probably also save. It's been a hot minute. Alright. Off we go to try and save the colonists. Looks like we got more Geth to look forward to. Gotta go up. Or is this just a bridge down? Okay, it's a bridge down. Oh, I love fighting on slopes. It always works great. No nowhere near as painful as it could have been. No worries there, dude. Alright, we're back now, right? Is that a Geth that's just kind of chilling out there? Is that a husk? Or is that a colonist? A Thorian creeper. Let me try the grenade. Or not.
No amount of infection could have altered it to that extent. I wonder what is going on here.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
As you order, Commander Shepard.
Alright, there's 16 colonists alive. Let's see if we can avoid killing them. Okay, so these are not colonists. These are something else. Alright, so these are colonists up here. Okay, that is a really decent amount of range on that. I was worried. Oh, my teammates are dead. Okay, let's see if I can avoid missing. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we didn't kill any there. I kind of want to save frequently here to make sure I don't actually kill any of these people. Alright, up we go. So we gotta find the Thorian. I'm guessing I need to get to those crane controls that were being protected. I don't think the spitting is necessary, but here we are. Just punch him. Just repeatedly kick him while he's down. Alright, those are colonists. That didn't work. Where am I gonna get more grenades? Because I only have 2 grenades left. I need these creepers to drop some. Very close danger of dying. Alright, let's throw those.
It is clear that they are protecting the Borealis. We've got to move one of those cargo bombs.
Okay, well, I don't have any more grenades, so I have to just run past this guy now. One of the colonists has died. There's probably that guy that I couldn't stun. Did my people kill him? I can't do it well in combat, so what am I supposed to do?
I'll kill you. I'm on it.
I wish I had another way of taking these people out other than these grenades, because I was worried when they revealed, oh, you gotta use these grenades to take them out. I'm like, I'm not gonna have enough grenades. Like, I can't hurt her, I can't hurt her. But I'm in combat. I don't want to kill them.
I'll kill you!
So what am I supposed to do? Another colonist has ended up dying now.
I'll kill you!
I don't want to kill these people. But I have no other options, so I have no grenades. That's really dumb of them to lock it behind a grenade that you can't get more of. So, here we go. I'm not happy about this. I guess I gotta kill Greta Reynolds, too. Now fuck off, please. I don't want to kill any more people. I'm not in combat. There is no combat here.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
He just took himself out. I'm pissed off about all these colonists dying. I feel like they didn't give me much of an option to avoid it. So what opened? I know I opened up the, oh, is it here? Down here? Okay. That's some weird music. I got some renegade points. I don't want renegade points, but whatever. The game wants to be dumb, they can be dumb.
All right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... That is disturbing.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Gross. Do you know English? Yo hablo inglés. Okay, we got a random Asari.
Your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
Give me what I need, and I'll strike back at the one who betrayed you.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground with new growth.
How nice of him to give us a human form to focus our murderous intentions against. Alright, so she's dead. Oh. creepers are coming to life now. Creeper! Oh man. Bitch. Alright, looks like we got more coming. Liara's down again.
Commander Shepard, there's something here. A growth of some kind.
Alright. Sure. Do I need to get these to a certain level? Maybe? Because that one had some arrows on it. These guys are reminding me of the Flood from Halo right now.
I cannot imagine the horror of being enslaved by this thing.
I guess I am supposed to just take it out.
That hurt it, I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
Spitting out more clones, I'm guessing. Another Asari. Because the first one worked out so well, I'm not really sure what he's expecting. Oh, I guess she has biotics even if she is a clone. How did that completely miss? I'm confused. That does a lot of damage. Okay, well, they're both dead. Welcome back. We are currently fighting the Thorian, who didn't want to negotiate in the slightest. But apparently he gave something to Saren. And now we're trying, and then Saren has sent the Geth after him. So now the Thorian's angry at Saren, but apparently not angry enough that he'll help us go after him. Oh, here's another one. I ended up having to kill some of the colonists because the only way I could take them out non-lethally was with grenades, and they didn't give me enough grenades. And I'm pretty upset about it. And then the leader of the colonists, Fidan, showed up and shot himself in the head rather than shoot us. Let me get my barrier up so that I stop dying. Can I use throw on you since you're right there?
You must die!
Okay, apparently that didn't work. Let's use this. Unity. Then barrier. And then carnage. That worked. Of a tick? Oh, yeah. And of the baby from Half-Life 1. Yeah, it's pretty dang gross. weird ass baby. I remember that too. So right now, I'm damaging like its neural nodes that it has placed all over the place, and every time I do, it just summons another Asari clone, assuming that that's going to make any difference. I don't know what happens if I get the node in this range. I don't think it does anything. I didn't use my bullets to kill him. I've used bullets to kill plenty of things. I'm still pretty upset about having to kill colonists, though. That really just bothered me. I didn't want to. It was just the limitation of grenades. Ah. Oh, I'm in danger. Alright, I don't have any Unity or... I don't have Unity back yet. I can use shield boost. I am in severe danger. Alright, what do I got? Unity, come back to life, please. And then, okay, use adrenaline and barrier to make sure I don't die.
I'm in danger!
I am very much in danger. Didn't I use Unity? Bring him, come back to life, please. Nope. Damn it. This is frustrating. I thought I had a chance. Do I have to go through this whole section again? I get the feeling the game's gonna make me go through this whole section again. That would be a yes, Joy.
All right, we just need to find the... That is disturbing.
We are going to need...
Maybe I can talk this over. As it throws up its Asari clone.
Invaders. Your every step, I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren.
Here to make a deal.
You gave something to Saren.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. Then Cold Ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle.
I won't let you keep your thrall.
No more will the... Your
Yeah, that was... I tried a couple of different lines there, and her reactions were pretty much exactly the same. So. Oh, shoot. Where'd you come from? My shotgun up. Alright.
Commander Shepard, there is something...
Yeah, there's no more, like, arrows on this bar here. I think those were left over from when I was calculating the PSI to the door. Alright, let's take this node out. Alright, you're dead.
That hurt it, I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
I can't skip the visuals of it upchucking another Asari. I'm surprised those aren't coming to life quite yet. I guess they'll try and ambush us. Nice. That worked out great. I swear to God, Rex, you are so in my way. Alright, we're gonna use Carnage to take out this Asari clone. Yeah, that pretty much worked. I don't understand how my shotgun misses. At that time it was because Liara just got her butt in front of it. There isn't another thing for me to kill here, is there? I don't think so. Alright, let's save if I can.
Clear.
I don't know if I can save. Yeah, don't worry about it. Clothes are obviously part of the cloning process. You don't want naked Asari running around. That's not PG. Thorian neural node. Oh, right there. Easy peasy. Man, Rex is really good at getting in my way. I just got knocked over by the clone again. Alright, let's see. Do I have Carnage again? I do. Rip. Alright. That works.
Negative contact, Shepard.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds, and then there's gonna be more contacts. Why do you have to announce it? Rip, Liara. Just stand in their faces, why don't you? There's no shortage of these things right now.
We're ready, Shepard.
We are Christian, family-friendly Twitch stream. Yes. Accurate. No swears. Nothing inappropriate at all. We don't talk about genocide ever. That's clearly a no-no. Let's get Liara back up. If I go to here and switch to marksman, I might be able to do something. I did a lot of damage. Wonder if I can take out this Asari clone before my marksman goes out. Nope, she can just take me out though. That's cool. I'm running. I am so running. It's annoying that those their throw up goes through my shield.
You must die.
There we go. Okay, cool. Is Liara still dead? Is that Liara right there? Liara? Stand up. Her eyes open? Yep. They are indeed. Let's get to the shotgun. Blast. How does that miss? I don't understand. Now will you get up?
ready, Shepard.
I like how she says it before she actually stands up. We're ready, Shepard. And she's laying flat on her butt. With rainbows and shit. I think that sums it up quite nicely. Medical station. I just can't do anything now. Listen, I understand, game. I'm dumb. It won't let me... I'm too dumb to hack anything anymore. It's my fault for picking the wrong class at the beginning when I didn't know what any of the classes did. Are you down again? She just wants to take a nap. I think she just throws herself in front of these things just so that she can get herself down and take another nap. Look how comfy she looks. There's a lot more of them in here, and I know they're just gonna get up at some point. Oh, I gotta take out the nap. Rex seems to be taking it just fine, though. Alright, now let's take out this. There you go. Oh, there's another one. Is there more out there? And another clone. Nice. Alright, let's go with Barrier for 1, and then Marksman for 2. Took her out. Took that out. There's one. Yep. Are you down again? Oh my god. Pretty useless here, Liara, I'm not gonna lie.
That's the last of them.
That thing has to drop soon.
Am I going down here? Is that where I'm supposed to go? I see things on my mini-map. Ready to attack me. There's a lot of them here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's make sure I can run back without getting... I gotta admit, it is amusing to watch corpses get thrown like that. Oh, that's the Asari. Barrier. Let's see, is Marksman... It is. Asari's dead. Both of my teammates are also dead. I only have 1 health pack left. Liara is once again down. And Rex is stuck in the wall. Got it. Just melee him a couple times. Oh, Rex got himself out though. Just in time to get puked on in the face. There we go. God, the number of enemies here. It's crazy. Alright. Are there anything else that you want me to kill? Because I've gotten started. May as well kill everything.
Hostile contact.
Bold of you to assume that I cannot, in fact, teleport. Alright, let me get Carnage up and see if I can take... Okay, I don't think I hit her. Nope, that would be the sound of her declaring that I must die. If I use Adrenaline Burst, I can bring them back up. Oh, she's almost dead. Okay, cool. Oh, Rex is down again. And Liara's down again. You guys are kind of pathetic. Haven't you guys learned at this point to not stand in front of the vomit streams?
I'm ready.
Or is that just a little too hard for you guys? You know, tell that to them. You should have made a deal there, Thorian. Sucks to suck.
I should thank you for releasing me.
She must be where the clones were coming from?
How did you end up inside that thing?
My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Then why were the Geth trying to destroy the Thorian?
After Saren had what he needed, the Thorian became a liability. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
I never really watched too much Ben 10 when I was younger. It was kind of a show I just never really got into.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another.
And she kills me,
Every
and game
action
over.
Sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Wholesome content. Why does she look so angry?
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
A knowledge bond can be very traumatic. Are you all right, Commander Shepard?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Do you know what the conduit is? Or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
That can't be good, whatever it is.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it. But I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
And then it was just taken out by some random dude with a shotgun. Don't worry about it. I doubt it's dead.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I am grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous.
And it was.
But
She died. And I killed a bunch of her followers, too.
Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
Don't worry about it.
You
What am I
did
not
it.
worrying about?
With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of ExoGeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander. It'll be tough going.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover.
I had to kill most of them.
Oh, thanks again. That data will be very valuable once I get out of here.
Did I kill like every person that had a name? Ledra's still alive. I thought I had to kill Ledra.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's
I'm pretty upset
influence,
about it.
every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
Alright, Haliat Armory license. Sure. I don't know what that does, but sure. The Stiletto 5. That seems... It does more damage than mine. Let's pick it up and see. Alright. I killed your wife.
Gone. We've lost everything.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't want to.
Feros will be back. You were at the Skillian Blitz, right? Thought someone like you.
Sorry, Davin. Oh, this guy's back.
Free. I can't believe.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
I guess it's not as bad as it could have been.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
You're welcome. Shame that everybody else is dead. Oh. Not my problem. I saved most of them. They said most, so I'll take that. So let me take a look at my journal now. Strange transmission. I might do that one. Missing Marines. Most would be more than half. And I think that's accurate. I think there were 16 and I ended up having to kill 6.
Stand
So it's
by,
unfortunate,
shore
but...
party. Decontamination in progress.
Relative
Commander,
success.
You look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the
I was just brain probed.
My brain's been scrambled like an egg. How do you think I feel?
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
So I just got mind probed once and now you think to help me, you gotta mind probe me again? Sure.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
More wholesome content for the channel.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit. But I did not see anything that would help us find it.
This was pointless.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh, I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Is the council gonna come here and bitch at me some more?
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Yeah.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, ExoGeni should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
ExoGeni tried to study it. Look how that turned out.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Okay. That time they weren't totally awful. Alright, so I have about half an hour, a little more than that. So I don't want to get started on the next main mission, but I think I
hey,
have
Commander,
some other
next time we
things.
touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask?
I can see what you want. Top of my class in
What are you talking to this guy about all this?
Alright, see ya.
Okay, there you go. Works for me. I do have a couple of side missions that I can do to fill up the rest of my time here, because there's not enough time for me to get started on Veermeyer, so that'll be the first thing I do in the next stream. But, for the next half hour or so, let's see what I can do. Ooh, replenish Medigel, where do I do that? Thank you, I needed that.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Apparently not.
Goodbye,
Apparently your dialogue doesn't get very updated. What's up, Liara?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her
I should
knowledge.
go.
Goodbye, Shepard. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
No.
I should go.
You're
Shepard.
wrong. I don't. I've already talked to you about pretty much everything. I think Caden's over here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Other elves who flare up.
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
I haven't heard anything about Canadics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Hey, thank you so much for the subscription, It's King Kalo. I really appreciate that. I still have to figure out what I do with subscriptions, though. I haven't looked into that yet. I need to. It's on my list. I'm very slowly working my way up towards becoming an actual Twitch streamer. But thank you very much for the subscription and the support. I do appreciate it. Canadians can bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start.
How are you doing?
Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Doing good?
Dead on.
That's good to hear.
Thorians, actually. That's why Canadics kept it a secret.
It's hard to have
They
a
were afraid
dialogue
of
when
what
I'm
people
talking to
back
this
home would
dude.
think. asking the Thorians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Thorians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Thorian mercenaries.
I'm sure Canadix did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Thorian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
See you later,
We'll talk
Kate.
another time, Lieutenant.
Do you know much about Mass Effect? This is my first time ever playing through this entire series. I've never played any of the other games except for a brief stint of Mass Effect 2 when it came out, and I didn't really understand what was going on. Alright, let's see if there's anything else interesting coming from any of my other crewmates. Oh, come on. Damn it. I pressed A to try and run, and it did not do anything helpful. This music keeps making me think of Stranger Things as well. You know, play Mass Effect? Looks cool. What kind of games do you like to play then? I'm enjoying it. It's not as amazing as I have been led to believe it would be.
Looking for supplies?
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, I have been picking up some of these licenses that he's talking about. Ooh. My shotgun's better than that one, though. You're an FPS kind of guy. I've played quite a few of the Legend of Zelda games. I'm planning on playing some more. Oh, I got the same armor. I'm planning on playing Skyward Sword soon. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or not.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
But I do want to play Skyward Sword before I
Starting
play
to wonder whether we'll ever find
Breath of the Wild for the first time.
He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Sure. What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
So Abby bought me a capture card as my Christmas gift, and it's still sitting in a box on a chair because I haven't opened it and we haven't had time to really try and get it fixed up or get it set up. I'm still trying to figure everything out. Just beat Breath of the Wild 2 days ago. Doing any percent, as in any percent speed runs, or are you just trying to just beat it again? Because I know Breath of the Wild will take me a long time to play once I do start it. Because it's a huge game from what I've heard. And I have a Switch, and I've only played 2 games on it. I've played Smash, and I've played Super Mario Odyssey. I haven't touched Breath of the Wild, even though I've had it for almost a year. 8% speedruns? That's gotta take some time. What's the world record in that game? I don't know how long an 80% speedrun. I don't know how much they've brought it down. Because my initial impression is that Breath of the Wild is like a many hours long game.
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
They are.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
That is a good last
If
resort.
Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive?
I love Majora's
It just
Mask,
gives
though.
him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
But the world record for Ocarina of Time's been brought down to, like, I think, like, 7 or 8 minutes because they keep finding new ways to break the fucking game. But to actually playing through them does take a long time.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
I mean, he's got the entire Geth
Maybe,
army on
maybe
his
not.
side.
But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
26 minutes. 26 and a half minutes. Is it like a bunch of game-breaking bugs that brings this time of that game down so much? It's gotta be. And that's a pretty long speed run to...
Before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now?
Pretty long speed run to start working on.
Here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her.
Not really.
I can understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Isn't there a way of making him, like, move very fast by, like, launching a log or something and attaching yourself to it? I really don't know enough about Breath of the Wild, and I want to, and I will. I'm definitely going to play it in some point in time, but I wanted to beat Skyward Sword before I did it, because it feels like I'd be skipping a game if I didn't.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just don't care enough about Ashley.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were
Of all the
tense between
seeds.
Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel
Sarah
like
got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
No means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out,
How many
Mike
seeds
was
are there?
waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. but he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
100% speed runs, 18.5 hours. And you have to do that entire thing in one sitting. You can't like pause it and then resume it the next day. I could never. I don't think I could ever put that level of dedication. There's only one game I've considered trying to learn how to speedrun, and that's Resident Evil 5, because I know enough about the game to actually do it. 900 seasons. My god. I don't think I could do it.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both for always roaming with a hungry heart. Much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
What's this crap? Bored now.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I... Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, so behave.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from... That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in some... I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Alright. Are there more people to talk to?
We've got Saren on the
It won't be long now.
Good. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
I'll decide what's important.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never
11
around
hours.
to ride them.
That's not much better.
They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only...
I mean, he's got a bunch of Krogans with him.
We'd been raiding ships in the area for months.
Nobody's asking why there's Krogans with him?
Massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone.
Sounds like not many people are that
really bad
dedicated to it then. You can hop right in there, Mike, take over third place.
Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rip. Alright. I'll check it with Tali, and then I do want to get another mission done before.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
What are you hoping to find?
Usually people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
I'm responsible for trillions. So ha!
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I guess I'm just tired of people judging me because of who my father is. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
You can see a little bit of Tali's eyes and nose through the pane of glass on her helmet.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil.
I think they need to go back and evolve a bit more.
All the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Okay.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, I want to do one side mission and then I can call it. Because my streams usually end at about 3 hours in. So, let's call the elevator and see what side mission we can hop onto. And then when I stream again, we'll be going into the next main mission of the game. I think we're getting relatively close to the end of the game. I'd say we're maybe 3 streams out from the end. So what I'm going to do is figure out the poll that I'm going to put up for deciding the next game I'm going to play. I'll post that on Twitter and get the bot going again to get people to vote. But let's see what we want to do. How about this one? I have to go the Century system in the Hawking Ada cluster. We'll do that one.
Yes, Commander.
Goodbye.
Carry on, Preston.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let me save before we go anywhere. I do really like this music too. So I have to go to the Hawking Ada, was that what it was? Armstrong, Kepler, Styx, Hawking Ada. And it was the Century cluster? Or the Century system. Goodbye, Feros. It was nice while it lasted. Something satisfying.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Wow.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ada cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics.
I think that's what I was heading to do.
He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them.
Or they joined him.
That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Yep. I'll stop throwing things then.
What else can you tell me about Major
He
Kyle?
used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers kill them.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
See you later, Hackett. Alright. Tamahara? Nothing. Thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, xenon. How about the big ring boy? Theropto. Typical hydrogen helium gas giant. Alright, we got some... Oh, we got a medallion. Destroyed escape pod. Okay. Ah, I hit the wrong button. I keep thinking B is the button to zoom out, but no, it's not. Alright, Klendagon. Nothing. Canctra. Light metal, got some cobalt. Okay. Not very important. Any other planets? There's gotta be another planet, right? Oh, there's a moon next to Klendagon. Presrop. Moon of Klendagon is a frigid, barren world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The crust contains plentiful deposits of heavy metals. The Alliance has opened bidding for the moon's mineral rights, but exploitation will be complicated by the system's proximity to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring is an area of intense star formation and too dangerous to safely travel. Presrop's landscape is a nightmare of jagged, overlapping ridges and geological shock zones created by some ancient disaster. This has not deterred a generation of illegal wildcat miners from attempting to exploit the moon's mineral ridges. Unfortunately, many have lost their lives. Alright, it's very cold. So we'll go check out whatever this is, and then that'll probably be it. Alright, we gotta deal with biotics. So we're gonna bring Caden, because he's good with biotics. And I guess we'll take Garrus. I haven't had him in my squad for a bit. I should probably upgrade Garrus' armor, though, because he's notorious for dying quickly. Got some groovy music. Alright, let me squad. Can I not do equipment while I'm... Or... Yes, I can. Okay. Caden, let's see what armor you got on. I mostly just want you to not die so quickly. Nothing that you can wear. Why can't you wear any of this? Can you... You can't even wear... I can't even change your... Oh, because it's not human. I see. Well, you're kind of boned, aren't you? How about you, Garrus? Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, do I have a better rifle for him? That'll work. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, we've got an anomaly here, a deposit, a debris. Well, I can't do the debris because it never works. So then we'll head to the biotic compound. Am I about to hit like a wall that I can't get over? What is this that's on my map right now? It's not on the actual map, it's just on my radar. Well, at least the Mako seems pretty decent at getting up these slopes. But how vertical can I go? Okay, that's too vertical. Can I get over there? Nailed it. Alright, what do we got here? Discovery. This cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest.
En route.
Alright, anything of interest in here? Well, I can finally play some more Frogger. Okay. I think that's it. Alright, so I need to go southwest, which is steep. Steep. It's steep. That's what it is. A pain in my butt. Alright. Managed to make it up. I like the skybox for this. Oh, here we go. My reward for climbing up the hill is yeeting myself back down. I hope the Mako doesn't take fall damage. I'm pretty sure I would be dead there if it did, so I guess we're safe for now. Gotta be on level terrain. There you go. Is that level enough for you? Cover artifact. Okay, that was easy. That was a Thorian insignia. There's something else on the other side of this hole. Oh, do I actually... I might actually have to go down there. Yeah, wrecked mining vehicle. What's up, my dude? Front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in a near vacuum atmosphere. Rest in pepperoni.
All targets down.
Alright, so now I need to head to the biotic compound. To the south. Hey, what's up, Oofles? Sorry to say that you're catching the tail end of the stream here. I was gonna end it after I finished whatever I was doing here. I just squeaked. Nice shot, me. But I did Feros. Dealt with the big, grody looking termite, as Mike put it, a combination of a tick and the baby from Half-Life. But we managed to finish Feros, so the next time I stream, I'm going to be heading into Virmire. Because I've now finished Novaria, I got Liara, and I finished Feros. So, next up is Virmire. But right now we're on a planet hunting down a cult of biotics. Having fun trying to figure out how to maneuver my way over these mountains. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about fall damage in this thing. They'll take copyright of the comparison. It's pretty accurate. I'll give you credit for it. I did give you credit for it. Hey, gold.
Heading out.
Easy peasy. Alright. Off to the biotics compound. I'm sure this is gonna go fine. Nobody's gonna die. Everybody's just gonna have some tea, sit down, talk about life a little bit. Alright, let's save real quick. And then we'll head inside. So the music just randomly stopped. And I can't get in, although it's red, so maybe I can't get in at all. There will be no genocide. that is a promise that I'm going to not keep.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Why do I feel like this is a trap? Well, it looks like the door is open now, though. Alright. Walking in, certainly not gonna get ambushed. What's up, cultist?
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
What's the map look like in here? Okay, it doesn't look like I need to worry. This is the same layout as the VI, the rogue VI thing, where I kept getting attacked by the drones.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Is that a threat? I feel like I'm being threatened.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna try taking out these power junctions because I'm not entirely sure what they do. Let's just go say hi to Father Kyle and maybe not kill him. One sec, let's see if there's anything of importance over here. Uh-oh. We're pushing our limit.
Biotics can feel safe here.
Gonna have to do some more janitorial cleanup in the next stream. They keep giving me stuff. Although never any of the stuff that I want or need. I have no more control.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Yeah, what happened about the people you killed?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
Try to help you? Okay.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No. This was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just kind of killed a couple of people.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Are they gonna attack us for trying to take him out?
Wait. If my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all.
Yeah, probably.
You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
Sure.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. There you go. See? No genocide. I would never even consider that as an option in the first place. We are wholesome, peaceful people. Death is not necessary, and so it shall never happen around me. Your life is safe in my hands. Alright, so let's go back into the Normandy and see what happens. Do I have to...
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Let's see what happened.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
No problem there, boyo. See? No genocide. Just peaceful cooperation between all. Alright. So that's going to be it for my stream today. I'll be streaming again in 2 days on Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be heading to Veermeyer. At some point in the next couple of days, I'm going to put up my poll so that people can vote on which game I'm going to play after I finish Mass Effect. And then I got my pet Bob. He's not here. But the first thing I'm going to do when I end my stream, I'm going to find him and I'm going to give him some pets. Yeah, that's one problem, is that Bob's not always going to be right next to me. So people can vote on what game I'm going to play next. I'm not sure how many streams of Mass Effect I have left, but I don't think it's too many. The game's going a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I'm going to keep working on the things in my stream that I can do to improve it. So if anybody has any suggestions about the channel points things, so the newest thing I just added was these channel points and the new redemptions for them. If anybody has any feedback or suggestions, please hit me with them. I want to try and improve the experience that I can on this stream to the best of my ability. But that is all I have for today. I'll be streaming again on Tuesday. I hope to see you all then. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.